Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We've got another boot sale haul here. Quite a lot of stuff to go through. There's quite a lot here, more than what you would have seen in the last video. But there's not so much higher value stuff there, so there's kind of like more stuff. Well, just what I said really, I'm not going to repeat it again. So yeah, we're going to get into this, show you what we've got. We've got some cool bits here anyway, nonetheless, and I think there's some cool toys that you'll likely want to see. So we'll get right into it and show you what we've got. Alright, well first up in the way, obviously, we've got these Jurassic Park dinosaurs. There's a whole stack of them in here. Loads and loads of different, I don't know what that is, a Diplodocus and a Chiblarocus and a... Shut up. So yeah, we've got a whole bunch of dinosaurs here. These are usually worth in the region of anywhere between like £10 and £20, depending on what the dinosaur is and how rare it is. I think this one's like your more closer to like your £18, £20 sort of range. The cheaper ones I'll bundle up, the more expensive ones will be sold separately. So that's how that goes. Alright, there's a few more knick-knacky bits in here. This Ninja Staff and Power Rangers usually sells pretty well, like in the £15 to £20 range. It will sell for a bit more if you've got the discs with it as well. This one though had batteries left in it, so it leaked. So this will probably just go unvinted for like a £5 or something. We'll just see what happens, I suppose. This here is another Power Rangers thing. This is like a, I think this is the Mega Force phone morpher or something like that it's called. It does work, there's like a switch on it somewhere, but anyway, yeah, these sell really well as well. You'll be surprised, these are like 15-20 as well, and they always sell. Like Power Ranger morphers always go really well if you can pick them up cheap as well. It's a no-brainer. This is like a Playmobil Cinderella type set thing. Playmobil always goes really well. It's always, especially if it's like these like little unique sets as well. So again, if you can pick them up cheap, they always sell pretty good. Pentax Optio M30. Pick this up in like a bundle of stuff really. I've literally got no idea how much this is worth, so I'll just throw it up on the screen. Alright, this thing here is like a little cigarette roller thing. You roll your cigarette. I'm not entirely sure how this even works, to be honest, but vintage, wooden, handmade. These usually go for like 20 odd quid, something like that. Robot machine bank from the 1960s. You put a coin on it, it spins round, and then it throws your money in the bank, basically. Really old thing, this, obviously, 1960s. These generally listed on eBay for like around the £40 mark, I think. I can't remember if any sell for that. I'll have to have I'll put it up on the screen. Pokemon Pokédex. This is the Hoenn region one. Fully tested and working. I've already got a listing for these. I sell these all the time. I get 30 quid each for these, so yeah, I always pick these up. I've got multiple quantity listings, so I just keep it going and just keep it adding. So yeah, £30. I think I've sold one of these in the last couple of weeks actually, so yeah, nice. Now, considering all that came for one box, it shows you that all of those little knick-knacky bits all do add up pretty quickly. And especially if you can pick up, like, you know, the £20 ranges and all that sort of stuff. There was a few things in that box that I didn't show you as well that were worth, like, the £10 range. Couldn't really be bothered. But, yeah, so it just shows you how, you know, you can pick up these little tiny bits and make up really good value even still. Genuine Inside cocktail sticks from the Lake District. Always vintage stuff like this always does tend to sell pretty well. I would aim around probably around the £20 mark, I would hope. This thing here is like a Hulk, like lava flow lamp type thing. The bottom's in there as well, obviously. I've sold quite a lot of these throughout the brands. There's like Spider-Man ones, Star Wars ones. Some of them sell more than others. They're usually around the £20 mark though. So yeah, lava lamps are always really good, especially if they've got little floating Hulks in. Aero 4 Caravan Tone mirrors. These are like from the 90s, I think. I did look these up on eBay briefly. One of these sold a couple of days ago for 80 quid, so that's a nice pickup. Jaws clapperboard clock, really cool thing this. It's massive as well, that's my hand on it. It's really heavy as well, the clapper works and all that sort of stuff as you'd expect. Couldn't find any of these on eBay, so I'm not really entirely sure how much I'm going to price this out. I'm going to have to do a little bit more research. I'll try and do like a quick search, but if I can't find it immediately, then I'll just do whatever for the video, I mean. So yeah, really heavy thing, really nice thing. I did pay up for this actually, paid more than I usually would. But last week at the boot sale, it was kind of a little bit slow started. I think I'd done 2 rows without picking anything up. And then I picked this and the thing behind it and something else up all together at one stall, which is like a guy that I kind of know. And yeah, so paid up for it. Pretty nice thing though, nonetheless, really cool. And the thing that I bought that was with it was this Math Moss 1963 original. It's not originally for 1963, but they called it the 1963 original, don't they? It is the... it's on the other side, naturally. It is this one in the box. It is a Jetstream one. Yeah, just really cool white sort of stem with a blue liquid, green wax inside. Again, paid quite a lot of money for this. I paid £30 for that, which is quite a lot to pay for something at a boot sale, isn't it? But I listed this, I don't know when it was. I think it was, yeah, actually it would have been yesterday. Listed this yesterday, and it sold 20 minutes later for 100 quid. So, yeah, look, 30 quid seems like a lot of money to pay for something like that. But when you know what something sells for, and you know it sells quick, you know, £30 into £100 in 20 minutes, you don't get that sort of money sitting at a desk job, do you? So, you know, yeah, no brainer really. But I've got to pack this up and ship it out now, so I'm kind of in a hurry to get this video done. Right, now in this bag here is 4 PlayStation VRs. Now, I picked these up knowing that they probably wouldn't work. The guy that I bought them from at the store, he swore blind. He swore blind that these would work. I knew that they weren't going to work. They're not in the greatest condition. Like some of the like the bands are kind of wearing a little bit, and they're all kind of a little bit rough around the edges and stuff. Some of them are missing like the eye guards and things like that. We argued and argued and argued over price, and I just didn't want to pay more than 20 quid, to be honest, for him. And he said, oh no, I want like 40 or something. I said, look, there's 25 quid in my hand. You can either take it or I'm just going to walk off, mate, because I've got, you know, I've got bigger fish to fry and keep arguing with you over this. And in the end, he accepted 25 quid. So he was like, no, these are from a shop that closed down. I bought them from a shop. He wouldn't have had them in his shop if they didn't work. Well, clearly this is the reason why he shut down. Now, it seems like a bad idea to buy these knowing that these don't work. However, spares and repairs, these are like £5 to £10 each. So there's definitely money in that just on its own. Obviously, if you sold them for £10 each, there's £40 there. However, these all came with the cables as well. There was well, there was 3 of them that came with all the cables. There was 3 processing units. There was 3 power suppliers, which are like proprietary to the PlayStation VR, and there were also 3 HDMI extenders. The processing units are like 20 quid each. The HDMI extenders are like £15 each, and I think the PSUs are like £15 each as well. So across all of there, even out of 25 quid, once you break it all down, there is still some good money in it. All the processing units work. It's just literally just these don't turn on. It might be that I'm not doing it properly. It's been a while since I plugged one of these in, and they are a bit of a nightmare as well. But I just can't be bothered, man. Whatever, just they don't work. Right, this thing keeps trying to fall over, so I'm going to show you this next. Crivet putting mat. It's more or less brand new in the box. I don't think it is brand new in the box, though it looks like it hasn't ever been used, but I'll list it as used nonetheless. Yeah, putting mat. What more can you say? I'd imagine these are around like the £30-ish mark. I mean, summer's coming up now, and the weather's been absolutely blistering, so I'd imagine these will start to creep up in price maybe as well. Any ones that are kind of listed already, I would imagine have been listed maybe for the last month or so when it's kind of the weather's not been so good. So yeah, maybe the price will start going up on these, we'll see. Next up, we've got a one-arm bandit slot machine. It's supposed to light up and make sounds and that sort of stuff as well, but there's no batteries in it, so take the batteries out. Yeah, these always sell. I sell so many of these things, it's just ridiculous. I always pick them up like super cheap, and they always go out the door for anywhere between £20 and £30 a pop. Hairy Biker's deep dish pie maker. I've probably sold over 20 of these just in the last couple of years alone. This is the first one I've picked one up this year, so we'll see if the prices have changed. Deep dish pie makers generally aren't worth a lot. They, I don't know, like the £10 to £15 range. The Hairy Bikers ones though, especially if they're new, for some reason you'll get like 30-40 quid for them. So I don't think I've seen this box before though. I think usually they've got 4 in, so I'll have to price check this, and I might be talking absolute rubbish on this specific model, but there's like a green box one, and yeah, like 30-40 quid for a new one of those. So there you go. 90s football pinball game. You see these sort of basic pinball machines all the time. There's like modern ones that are like Spider-Man, Batman, and all that sort of stuff as well. Picked this up purely because of the box. It's a nice 90s retro, you know, like Italia 90 World Cup type vibe, isn't it? Yeah, so I picked that up. Really cool. It's all fully working and all that. But yeah, there you go. Leapfrog Little Touch Leap Pad. There it is in the box. Very cool thing. Yeah, I've never actually seen this one before, so I don't know what it's worth. Leap Pad can be really good. It can be not so good. Hopefully this will be a really good one. But yeah, I always tend to pick up Leap Pad, especially if it's in the box as well. giant Godzilla figure. These aren't worth a huge amount actually, but this is the type of thing that I would kind of stick on a stall at a toy fair, and this would just absolutely fly out. Probably imagine like in the 20 quid range. But yeah, an absolute beast of a Godzilla, that one. I think this is from like the 2019 movie. Soccer. This is table football. Yeah, I wouldn't usually pick up these sorts of things, especially if they're modern. But this is clearly, again, another 90s kind of Italia, World Cup football vibe. Very, very cool. Really cool display box, especially if you've got like a football-based man cave. If you've got like a man cave where everybody comes down, you've got a little bar in there, everybody watches the football and that. This would look really, really cool up on a shelf. All complete in there, got the ball and all that sort of stuff. No idea on the value of this or the pinball machine, but I will throw up the prices on the screen as usual. Now, if there's anything I know about Disney, it's that if you see a big stick with Disney on it, you just pick it up and you buy it. I've sold some Disney sticks for like 50, 60, 70, 80 pounds. And I don't even know what the stick is from. I picked this up thinking, I'm not 100% sure what this is from. And then when I actually looked it up, I mean, it's clearly Star Wars, right? It just didn't cross my mind that Disney was under Star Wars for some reason. It just like you have like a bit of a mind blank. But this is the Praetorian Guard double blade. These are in like the 20, 25 pound range, I think. But yeah, very, very cool. Again, Disney big sticks, you just always pick them up because you never know what crazy price they'll go for. I've even sold big sticks that don't work for like 20, 30 quids before, just because they're rare and people just, I don't know, people don't buy them in the shops, I suppose. Alright, we've got the Ghostbusters Playmobil Tower here. Inside this bag, we've got all the figures. You've got the Ecto-1 and there's Slimer in there and all that sort of stuff. Couldn't believe I picked this up actually, because literally like not even 5 minutes before, I was talking to a woman who had one of these on her stall, but she wanted way too much money for it. She had like a load of Playmobil stuff. There was like a NASA set, there was like the space station and the big rocket and all that sort of stuff, but she wanted like 25, 30 quid a piece, which is just not what you're going to get at a boot sale. And I think for the tower, she wanted like 25 quid on its own. And then the Ecto-1 didn't even come with it. She wanted like 20 quid for that as well. So it's just, completely out of the range of what I'm going to be able to pay for it. But then literally walked around onto the next aisle, and this guy and another guy had one of these. I literally couldn't believe it. So yeah, picked this one up. Ghostbuster Tower's got all the figures in there, and the Ecto-1, I would imagine around the 50-ish pound mark, something like that. Alright, and in this black bag, we've got a load of old balls. And these balls are team branded, and they're all got signatures on and all that sort of stuff. Colchester United is one of them. We've got, I think this one's the Southend one. Southend United, got loads of SIGs all over there. I think there was like 17 on that one. They've all got like 15-ish signatures on there. This one was QPR. And this one was... oh no, I'll tell you what this one is. This one has... hold on a sec, let me try and find it. So this is a vintage Rangers ball, and... oh no, I don't even think it was that one. It might... Yeah, I think it was that one. Yeah. Paul. So this one's Paul Gascoigne. Obviously Gazza from England. Really, really famous signature and player. Really cool thing to have. Rangers signed ball with Paul Gascoigne, and I think it was that one. Let me just have another check. Yeah, so it was that one. Paul Gascoigne, really cool signature to have on there. There's a load of balls in there. I picked them up all really, really cheaply, actually. I think the guy just wanted to get rid of them in the end. In terms of pricing, I did have a quick look on a couple of them just to kind of have a look. Anywhere between like the 20 and 30-ish pound mark, 35 maybe, a push for some of the balls. But yeah, I'd probably aim it just at the lower range, just because I got them so cheap. I just kind of want to get rid of them. My favourite ball out of all of them, though, was this World Cup Italia one. I've seen similar ones go for like 40 quid. So hopefully we'll be able to achieve that price. But yeah, really nice vintage 90s World Cup Italia. Very cool. Then in this bag here, we've just kind of got a load of stuff that I just kind of put on the stall type thing. Like all cheapy Star Wars bits. Things like that, and like an old not an old, but this is like a lenticular alarm clock with Kylo Ren on it. Just bits and pieces like that. I always pick up nice cheap things like that, stick on the stall, kids pick them up and all that sort of stuff, and they do sell pretty well. This Thunderbirds 2 though, really good seller. I've sold quite a lot of these over the years as well. big giant electronic one. It makes sounds and all that. This one came with the figures with, which always get lost. It's got Thunderbird 4 in the drop down bit as well, which is really cool. So yeah, these are like usually anywhere between like 20 and 30 quid depending on the day. But yeah, you always pick them up cheap, so worth going for. But that's all we've got time for today. It's a 15-minute video, so it's kind of gone on for quite a while. Let me know what your favourite item in the comments was. Like I said to you, it's not a huge amount of like high value stuff, but there's all nice stuff that, you know, around the £20 range, which is where I try to aim for the most, because that's your highest volume sellers, you know. And they sell the most and they sell the quickest. So yeah, £20 range. Some of it's like 30ish. There's a couple of like £40-50 items there. But yeah, sometimes this is just how the boot sales go. You know, you have to kind of just pick up some of the. You don't always see pink PlayStations, guys. That's just the way it is. Hardly any game stuff. Actually, I don't think I showed you any video game stuff today. So it was all just about toy knowledge, filling up the stall when we do shows and things like that. And sometimes that's just what you gotta do. But thanks for watching. Leave us a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new here. Check out the site. Don't be tight. And we'll see you on the next one.